Hey, Wilson.
Hey,
Good morning. Good to see you.
listen, later on this week, you guys are doing one of these lunch and learn events. I believe it is Thursday. Tell me about that real quick.
Our Lunch and Learn events are free events that you can join us. We're bringing the museum home to you through the Charlotte Museum of History. You can check out all of our upcoming events at charlottemuseum.org. But this particular lunch event is going to bring the African American History Month to a start. So we're going to kick off our African American History Month. With this Lunch and Learn, we're going to learn about African American ring shout, which is a specific dance that is new to us to learn about. And we're so excited to learn from some experts and to connect it to the history of Siloam School, which is a project that the Charlotte Museum of History is spearheading. It's a community effort of the Jim Crow era school to the Charlotte's East Campus and to really bring that to life for our community.
I want to talk more about that school and the significance of the location of that and what that means. But you mentioned ring shout, and we have an expert on with us right now. This is your field of expertise. For people that don't know ring shout, what is that?
So ring shout is a African American tradition that was brought to the United States via the transatlantic slave trade. And it is a form of building community. It has movements of expression, dance, song, hand clapping and jiving, all of these things that then birth other forms of dance afterwards.
And this may be something that you all, you viewers out there, you may have seen. You may not have known what you've seen. It's appeared in different, things you may have seen, movies and TV and things like that's what we're talking about. But moving in the circle and kind of the history of that. And we're going to talk more about that in just a little bit. Just as a music history fan, I've read about how ring shout kind of led to different things through the churches, through different things. And then in kind of a way, led to the blues in a way that kind of back and forth a little bit. And if you know anything about the blues and how that led to rock and roll, people. So much of this is connected. There's such a great history here. If people want to be a part of this, it's Lunch and Learn. It's real easy on Thursday. What do they need to do?
Just head over to our website. It's charlottemuseum.org. And you can register online. It's free to join. And we hope you'll join us live because we will have a Q&A and be able to speak with our speakers and learn more about this history and this wonderful performance remembrance. Be able to see a little bit of that and learn more about that.
When we come back, we're going to talk more about remembrance and the significance again of the location there. It's the Charlotte Museum of History Lunch and Learn this Thursday. Great way to get the month going right here. We'll have a link up at WCCBCharlotte.com. Stay tuned. We're going to tell you more a little bit later on in the hour. Hey, that's Wilson's World, WCCB Charlotte. We'll be back.
Hey, Wilson.
Good morning, Wilson.
Thank you so much for sticking with us here. We're talking about Lunch and Learn Charlotte History Museum later on this week. Great way to kind of get the month going with my two guests here. Now, this ring shout, the specific performance of remembrance there and the location. Speak to me about that a little bit.
Yeah, so in honor and reverence to the African Americans that were here in the Charlotte region and area, we decided to film this dedication of ring shout in 3 specific spots. So we went to a cabin that was built in the 1760s, actually, that is still standing today. And then we also went to the Catawba River, because in African American society and culture, the river represents cleansing, it represents rebirth, all of those things that are so important. So we danced there, which was beautiful. And then we went to the Siloam School. We danced in these 3 locations, and that's why we call the dance Remembrance, because we're remembering the folks that were there and that came before in those places through dance.
In your role as an educator up there at UNC Charlotte and sharing this story and this history with the dance here, that's got to just mean a lot to you, I know.
Absolutely. This journey of ring shout and really finding out information about ring shout and passing it on has been a tremendous journey. I remember being a little girl. I grew up in Georgia, in South Carolina, going to church with my grandma, and there used to be this dancing in a circle. I just remember this dancing in a circle, and I would see we call them the old folks, right? Dancing in a circle with food going around, and it was such a beautiful image in my head. And I remember the wood floors in this old church. That was my great grandmother's church as well. And so coming back years later and putting a name to, oh, that was the ring shout, right? And really having this connection, and then bringing that to the university. We now have a class, we have a course called Ring Shout Traditions at the university, which is beautiful. And then having this opportunity of performance of this really beautiful form that has really kind of paved the way for African American culture in the United States has been a great journey.
This is really great, and I've checked out a few, and we've spoken to you about a few of the Lunch and Learn with the Charlotte Museum of History. You all know, you've been watching this here for a while. I'm a huge fan of the museum and what they're doing over there. And this is really easy. It's Thursday. You will learn, and it's during lunchtime. The only other thing they got to do is just get registered, right?
That's right. Just go over to our website and get registered at charlottemuseum.org.
Great stuff right there. Hey, this is WCCB Charlotte. We'll be back.